Cancer, this is Inspire 2016 with your monthly reading for the month of November 2018, focusing on your career and work life. So I hope that you have a good month so far for the month of October. So let's see what is in store for you for next month. So the first card for you representing the present position of your spread or towards the beginning of the month, you have the Five of Spades. So this card indicates that in the beginning of the month you might get some kind of disagreements or conflicts in your work situations or in your workplace, and that can be something that is quite draining you. So I do see that this one can be something that is like started with very small little details, like this can be something that is not really important, but you do care it anyway. It's like, for instance, if you like having some arguments with some of your colleagues with regards to like your tasks, or it can also be your as simple as something that is related to your like for instance about your like dinner or breakfast, or paying some of your paying money about for buying some stuff for your colleagues or things like that. So it can be very simple. So there's nothing to do with the work situation. Sometimes, like, you can have an argument with anyone in your life for a very small things that may not be even important for you or for other people. That can be sourced by ego. So be mindful of your ego. Don't be swayed, or don't be foolish and just follow your ego and without thinking about other people as well. So I do not see it very negative though with this card, even if this card is very quite challenging as well, but I don't see it like bothering you until the end of the month. It looks like just a glitch in the beginning of the month, and if you face it very calmly and you don't really like get into it, it can be very easy to pass. So it doesn't have to be hard and also negative as well. So if you can respond it positively, I think you can get it over it easily as well. So the next card that you have representing the influence cards or the bridge cards towards the middle of the month, you have the Eight of Clubs. So this card is actually quite positive for your career development. So whatever arguments that you have in the beginning of the month, it looks like that everything will be over, as I said before, and this will give you some kind of resolutions. So it can also be as simple as giving your suggestions or something like that, and but the other people or the other person doesn't really take it as it is, so maybe they think differently, and they might be thinking that you don't respect them in some way. So as simple as that, that can also be the case here. But I do see it that towards the middle of the month you might be able to digest and move forward with whatever happens, and like the other people will follow your guidance or your simple as your decision in some way. And it looks like everyone are agreeing with you as well, so that's why this card is coming. So this makes you feel like everything is going in the same directions, in the same way as you wish. So everything is in your favor in some way, and it can be something that is good for all party involved. So don't be thinking that it's only for you, but it's actually the bigger picture is everyone is in your boat. So the next card that you have representing the past position of your spread, you have the Ace of Hearts. So I don't see it as a romance here, but I do see it as your heart being open to new possibilities of your career life in some way. So something that is related to your passions or something that you like to do. So in the past that you finally be able to like do what you like and still get paid for it. So something like that. But it does looks like that whatever job that you might be doing like for the past 10 or 5 years or so, that actually something that you realize that this is something that you want to do for the rest of your life, and that can be something related to your hobbies, or it can also be something that you want to do as well for the next future, as per this card relate to your career life. So the next card that you have representing the things that you learn from the past, you have the King of Hearts. So yeah, you learn a lot from your emotions and how it relates or how it affects you in some way. So this card is very much talking about you as a water sign, and it can be somebody that also quite close to you, male, but I don't see it as it is, but it looks like it's mainly you learn a lot, or thinking about yourself and how you behave toward other people and how you react in the past. And it looks like that you are like thinking of the past and try to realigning or readjusting your actions. I do see it as correlate with this card in the beginning of the month. It looks like that you finally be able to be like much more mature compared to the other people that you deal with, and also somebody that you like you are no longer those people, and that can be something that is striking, like you become much more like having much more considerations toward other people. So that is something that is quite positive about you. So the next card that you have representing the things that you need to let go of, you have the Queen of Club. So by the way, beforehand, I do also see that if you are looking for a new job, so in the past you might get some kind of a new offer which relates to your career life, and that can be something that you want to do for the next future, and that can be something that is good because you feel good about it, and that is something that is very important, like when you decide to work for someone else, or you want to work towards towards a new project or something like that. You have to feel that you want to do it for the next 5 or 10 years. That's why you feel good about it and feel good about yourself too. So with relates to this card, actually you possibly has to let go some of the people in your life, possibly from fire sign female, and she can be around 20 or 35, and she can be a help for you in the past, and she might be something like your old work colleagues, or like your neighbors, or I don't see it as a family, so I do see it as people that work with you or work for you in the past, and she might not be there for you anymore, and she might be like relocating or changing careers, and might be also leaving the company that you work for, or things like that. So the next card that you have representing the future cards, or was the end of the month, you have the Six of Club. So yeah, you finally be able to achieve what you want. So with regardless of the positions that you have, or like disagreement that you have in the past, but it looks like that towards the future or towards the end of the month, you might be able to solve those problems and be able to achieve what you want. And that can be something that is as important as what other people might think, and you finally be able to achieve it. So if you are looking for if you get an offer, you might be able to progress much faster towards the end of the month as well. You might get like accolades from your boss, like congratulating you that like a job well done in some way, that you might be able to achieve it towards the end of the month. So lastly here, to clarify the whole readings, at the last card here at the bottom of the deck you have the Nine of Spades. So it's quite odd, I would say, but I do see it as it looks like that you still have a worry in your deep self, in your deep mind, or in your deep heart. Like you still don't believe in yourself in some way, even if you learn a lot from your emotions, but it looks like that you still feeling not really sure, or having the capability to pursue what you want. It looks like that you still having some kind of a doubt, and also you don't really feel that you have those abilities or those skills to accomplish what you wish for. So this can be like self-confidence, I would say. It's nothing to do with your ability yourself. I don't see it as like you're judging yourself, that you are not good enough or something like that, but you are achieving those. So the fact is, you already achieve what you want, and other people are congratulating you, and that means that there is a like achievement that you have made. So it doesn't mean that you are not capable of doing that, because you did it. So the things that you have been encountered lately was like just only believing in yourself. You might not be 100% sure about your ability. So that is self-confident problems. So you just have to work on that, I would say, and be mindful of negative thought as well. So try to be positive, and as long as you do that, everything will be okay. So I think that's all. I hope that this reading is helpful for you, and if you like it, just click like, and if you haven't subscribed, just click subscribe, and if you want to donate, just click and follow the link on the description below, and see you next month. Thank you.